Lord.
Dun-dum, dum-dum, dun-dum, dum-dum, dun-dum, dum-dum.
Wow, 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 wow.
What's going on here? Are you wanting me to rap?
I'll rap. Do a beat.
Girl, don't be shy. Get on the shit. I know you're high. Why you acting scared? 420. You been smoking that shit like you getting big money.
Now you go second, and I'll go first. I'm not gay to rate, but I'll quench your thirst because it's about time for a real chiller to kick it. Pass the microphone because you know I get wicked dropping shit like a pigeon, but I'm staying sober. And it's not October. GPS on your chest like a hickey. I wear Levi's and sometimes Dickies. If you got my chronic, it's sticky. And your mom don't like me because she's picky.
Yo, if we kicked it, that means you're bummy. If we kicked it, I might have took your 20. If we did lines, everything is fine. Fuck that. Fuck a 5, not a dime, because she got $100 in her wallet and I took it. Took my dick out and I fucking shook it. Did some coke with her. After that, I went to church with her. And then I fucking straight squirted her. Freestyle.
Oh, no.
Fuck, I'm a paisa. Exactly, man. I have nothing to say.
Yo. That's what I love. Just fucking around, doing good, like Brent Wood.
How the fuck you watch 8 Mile and you can't freestyle?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm paisa. Paisas don't freestyle. You ever see a paisa freestyle in the corner?
Yeah, you guys don't freestyle. You like low minimum wage style.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh my God, there's no way I can do
I see you
that.
guys freestyle on the corner with the oranges, the naranjas,
No,
the flowers.
that's called corridos. I can do banda.
Oh, that's
But I'm not doing.
got a
I
Oh
can't.
my God,
right
I
now
can't
or not?
stand banda, dude.
Huh? You can't stand banda?
So
I can't, dude. It's all
No, banda's-
it's like loud and blaring, and it all sounds the same.
I grew up with
Really?
you have to grow up with
I
it.
love
I
it.
guess, dude, because I
What,
just
you
can't.
love
It's
it?
just like
I love
it's
it.
just like blaring. It all
And
sounds
I love
the
when the
same.
restaurants and they fucking blare that shit at the Mariscos
So,
restaurant.
Miss Traveling High, what
And Las
nationality
Palapas.
are you, sir? Because you look like China Chola. You look like Bruce
Chincana?
Bristol. Yeah, Chincana.
I am Korean, Japanese, Hawaiian.
Wow.
All the Asians.
Pero yo hablas español.
Yeah.
You have no Korean
poquito.
to me. Like,
No.
no
South or
Koreans.
north?
Look, I'm not being
Fucking both.
racist. I'm being observant of what has happened to me. Koreans are very like non-emotional, straight out, mean Asians. They're like the bullies of Asians.
You don't think I'm mean?
Them and maybe Chinese. I'm just saying this because I've dated all kinds of different Asian.
The Chinese
Yeah,
are
you've
mean?
had the
I've
egg roll
dated
dick?
Koreans, Chinese.
She's dated more Asians than I have. I've never dated
Vietnamese,
Asians.
Thai, Filipino. I've dated.
Damn, you must like Mortal Kombat, huh?
No, I don't know what it is. My brother
Really?
too. My brother's been through a bunch of Asian chicks. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
You like
I
the
think
See,
it
I
runs
can
in the
say I've
family.
dated Latinos and widows, but I've never dated an Asian.
Are you
And I
serious?
think
That's
it has to
crazy.
do with, I think, our environment.
And I'm black, and I've never dated a black guy. Yeah, that's weird.
See?
huh?
Because I don't think they know you're black.
Well, you know what?
I
that,
wouldn't have
maybe
guessed you were
that,
black.
and also, it's not a lot of black people where I live. So it's
See,
not.
that's why I said environment.
It's a lot
I
of
grew up
Asians,
in Long Beach.
man. The
It's
Asians over here in
Latinos.
Southern California, they're the majority, dude.
No,
Like,
no, we are.
there's a lot of them, but
Where you
they're-
live?
Where?
in
Yeah,
Marlboro?
where do you live? In
Hispanics,
Irvine?
Yes, but Asians too. There's a lot of fucking Asians, man.
There are.
How do you think we got the virus?
Oh, I
No,
knew
I'm
it was
saying
going to
they
come out
travel- no,
tonight.
but they travel a lot. They do. They
So
travel.
you've had some bat dick?
Oh, my God. Oh, my
You know what? I probably have. back
What
in the
nationality
day.
are you? So
My
they know.
ex fucking
what
eats
nationality-
chicken
Hey, what
feet,
nationality
man.
are
Ew.
you?
So I'm Spanish, Jamaican, and German.
Wow.
My last name,
You
get
lost
this.
all wars.
My last name, get this, Bush.
Wow.
Like everyone's like,
No wonder you
Could
didn't
you
say
be any more? That sounds
My
weddle
last name is
right
Bush.
there.
It is. It's German.
German.
homegirl.
So when you look
the
at Ava's
So
German-
my
face,
mom. So check this,
Dang.
real quick. So a lot of people are. I get this when I worked in the strip clubs.
None of them.
My entire life, people stare at me. It's always been a
They're
thing.
like, what are you?
What? Yeah. What are you? What are you? What are you? Okay. Let's get this out of the fucking way right now. My mom, she's Spaniard and German. They're all fucking tall, light skinned, some of them colored eyes, like my mom's brothers and sisters, tall as fuck. Last name, Bush. Okay. Now, my dad, he's from Jamaica. He's from Kingston, Jamaica. And I'm the firstborn generation here in America on my dad's side. So my dad, all his siblings and his parents, everybody's from Kingston. They migrated to New York, Florida, East Coast, and then my dad came to the West Coast. He joined the Navy, as did my mother, and that's how my parents met.
They're both in the service.
wow.
And you know what's crazy is I've only met maybe like one or two people.
Where was the wedding at? Old Navy?
Oh my god!
Yeah, they met in Alaska. It's a crazy story, but it's a trip because people always ask me, and then I've only had maybe like one or two customers. Like when they would ask me what ethnicity you are, I tell them, well, guess, and they go, I want to say your parents met in the military, like they met in the Navy, like smart, like crazy, like intellectual people, like they know. They're like, your parents met in the military.
Because that's
you know?
old school.
Because you're smart, but a lot of people they don't fucking realize.
Have you
that.
had a military customer? Or is that usual?
Of course,
Right?
Because
they've
plenty
The
of
vets.
military
The
customers.
vets, right?
The vets love them
military.
clubs.
Should have had my own professors from my college fucking slide through. You want that A? You want that A?
No, if I was a professor, I'd give you D for dick.
Oh damn!
You
Nah,
know,
it's really
Kind
crazy,
of
man.
pass.
I've caught fucking a couple of my TJs.
So
slipping.
as a dancer, you've had teachers. What from? Okay,
Professors, yeah.
how far back does it go?
Dang.
Does it go from elementary teacher, junior high, high school? Where does it go?
So the two professors that I met, they're college. And one of them was at Mount Sac, where I went. So he didn't know that I was a student there.
You're from
but
the
I was
IE,
asking
huh?
him. I'm not from the IE.
Mount
And-
Sac is from Paris, Heme. I know what's up.
no shit, dog. But I was from Whittier, and I didn't want to go to like real. Like I didn't want to. I wanted to like break out of my shell. I went to high school, and I'm just like, look, I don't want to go with a bunch of motherfuckers that I've been going to school with the past 4 years. I want to go to another
You
school.
want to bone new fools?
Exactly.
fresh.
Hey,
Aye,
the
man.
Asians. So I went to Mount
Dang.
Sac.
Hey, homie,
That's
I
I
went
was
to.
like, I gotta break out. I'm
That's
not going
crazy,
to
and I've
fucking
never been with
Rio.
one
I'm not going to
Asian.
ELAC.
How many high schools did you go to? One, because you're Asian, huh? You're like, one.
No, I went to 3 different
No
high schools because I
way.
got kicked out. I went
Me
to
too.
Paramount High School, Downey High School, and then I went back to Paramount.
Oh shit, you're from that area?
Yeah, that's where I'm from. Now you know what? Yeah, I dated cholos. That's why I told you I've
I
never
could
dated an
tell.
Asian because in that area there's no Asians over there.
You didn't hear Spanish?
I was forced.
I've heard it.
Yeah, I was forced when they asked me, "Oh my God, where did you study?" And I'm like, "En la calle." And they're like, "What?" Oh, and they're like, "Oh, your pronunciation."
No, it is dead on, dog.
And I'm like, because I learned it from the street. You know, I didn't learn it in la escuela. I didn't learn it from the books. I learned it from speaking to people.
You had to learn, huh?
I
You
was
had
forced.
to.
I was
Yeah.
forced to learn. You know,
it's
I
like
was going
soy
to the
sauce and
bodega.
tapatio together.
Boom, right there. Tapatio and cup of noodles. Just boom. Tell me that shit ain't fire. Oh, my God. Fuck. Tapatio and cup of noodles. Fuck yeah, when the fucking two worlds collide.
Eddie's shocked right now.
No, I went to 3 high schools too.
You did?
Yeah. Freshman year, I went to like the actual high school. And for some
Or
reason,
Long Beach?
no, out there in the IE. But for some reason, my dad decided to beat my mom up that summer. So I went to Orange County with her. And if I would have went to football camp freshman year, I would have got the 10 credits that I needed to stay there.
But
So I didn't go, and I was 5 credits short to start my sophomore year. So sophomore year, they had this pre-built continuation school that was like half a school. And the only reason why I got back to the main high school is because the chick that was damn near the student council president kicked herself out to go to the school with me too, dog. Her name was Teresa.
Wow.
And she would like follow me everywhere. And the principal was like, we're sending you back to the high school because they want her. And she said she's not going back unless you go. And I went back.
Damn,
my
that's
sophomore
stalker
year.
status.
Oh, no, she was crazy.
Damn.
She was nuts. Recently, she hit me up on Facebook. She goes, I got a man, 3 kids, but I don't fucking care. I'll meet up with you and party right now.
It's crazy that you bring up my nationality and then me being in the cannabis industry because there aren't very many Asians
For reals?
in the cannabis industry, let alone
They're like,
a
"We do
fucking
green tea,
female.
not green
Oh
weed."
my God. I'm just saying. Have you gone to an event? Do you see fucking
I do go
Asianas
to
behind
some
those
events.
tables? Do you see?
No, but you're different. You're a hustler, dog. Yeah.
I know, but like I said, I'm not your typical Asian. Like my sister's a pharmacist and my other one's a nurse, married to a doctor. I mean, we're all essential workers.
Mm-hmm.
They're in the medical part, and I'm just on the medical weed part.
Do they like look at you different and shit?
No, at
Because
first,
you're healing like them.
right. Well, and at first, my mom didn't want to talk about it or hear about it. My sisters were kind of like poo-poo, like they thought that they were better, right? Well, then my sister went to an event and she was like, damn, it's like this.
I've been to your events. They're
And they're
fire.
like, damn, it's like this. And they were like very, very impressed that it's like a business.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's not just fucking stoners. It's actually a business and attorneys and people were attending and they're just like, what the fuck?
That's what they care about.
So then they see that, you know, that we're
bringing in
breaking
money.
stigmas, you know, where
Right.
it's becoming the norm and it's more accepted. Then they were just like, wow. And now my sister, who's a breast cancer survivor, she's on my edibles and takes my oil. And my
it up,
mom,
motherfucker. That's
right?
real shit.
My mom, who's a 4-time cancer survivor, she's on my stuff and rather than the pills. And it's just, it's been life changing. I do have to say,
Is this
and it's
different?
been eye opening.
It's 420 today. Is this different 420 than like 5 years ago? Right?
Very different. Well, first of all, the whole pandemic thing has
we
really
would
changed.
be at Ziggy's right now.
We would be
yeah.
at Ziggy's. I told my kids that. I said we would be at a comedy show. We'd be in the backyard of Ziggy's. And because she was like, you're doing a podcast? She's like, are you guys going to have gloves and masks on? And, you know, and I'm thinking, God,
We
this
didn't wear
pandemic,
condoms here.
oh my God. But this pandemic has everybody so fucking fucked up and scared that literally our weed business has fucking tripled the legal part and the black market. I mean, it
That's
has
great.
tripled.
Well, you
It has
guys are
gone
considered
crazy.
essential
We are
still.
so essential.
Yeah.
And then my sister, who's on the pharmaceutical side, I have lunch with her and she's like in tears and shit. She has nightmares about giving these people these drugs because they come in there so fucking fucked up and doped up. They don't even know what the fuck's going on and they're on these fucking pills that the government's okay with. And then I'm on the other end. I'm on the happy end where I'm providing cannabis to these PTSD survivors and these
Yeah.
vets, you know, and they're crying to me in joy saying, oh my God, I'm able to walk my fucking child to school. I'm able to watch their soccer game.
crazy, huh?
And we're on 2 different realms of the fucking earth. She provides pharmaceuticals and pills version and has nightmares over her job and makes 6 figures. And I'm on the opposite, the hustler end, and I'm on the weed end, the weed game. And she sees how happy and joyful and how different it is on my end. And I can sleep peaceful, you know,
Yeah, 'cause you're
on
making
my
clean
end.
money.
It's so different.
But
It's so
you know,
different
it's
from 5
changed
years
so
ago.
much. Like I remember because my uncles and dad smoked, but so between 99 and like 2005 or 6, first time I ever seen the OG Kush was like borderline 99 2000, and from like 2000 to like 2005 and 6. You used to get a pound. They used to call it. They used to say, "Let me get a Michael Vick." Dog, a pound of Kush was like 7 G's
No,
back then.
Yeah.
I was there, dog.
Like 600 an
I used
ounce.
to fuck ugly bitches for this.
It's booming right now though with
It's
the pandemic because
crazy.
I'm getting hella people hitting me up. Like, you know where I can get weed? I'm like, I don't even fucking smoke weed. Why are you asking me?
Everybody
And it's
wants
like,
it.
Yeah, they do. You know,
But they
what?
want the good stuff.
But
Because
a
there's
lot
a
of
difference.
But you
No,
know
yeah.
what it is a lot of it is the people who are hitting me up, they don't want to go to the clinics. Even though they're open, they're just like, I don't want to go. I'd rather just one person deliver
they got
it to
delivery.
me.
Yeah, delivery is huge
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's booming right now, dude. It's booming right now.
But here's a little weed story for you. This is probably like 2006. They were still tripping on weed hard, like hardcore. Like it wasn't just a fix a ticket. Like they were trying to give you like a big ass ticket for that shit. So I took my break, and it was the homie Brandon. I drove he had a brown S10, but he got drunk one weekend and he kind of sideswiped it, but it was still drivable. So I drive it to the liquor store to get a blunt so I can roll a blunt. And I think the cop sees the truck and sees that it's kind of damaged. And he was like, I'm going to fuck with this fool.
Right.
So he literally starts fucking with
Typical.
me. And it's not my car, so I can't even really like defend myself properly because this fool has like 100 empty weed jars in his car, all that shit. And the guy that pulls me over, you could tell he's a rookie. He was like the fool from Training Day. Remember when fucking Macy Gray was like, "You're a rookie, aren't you?"
He's
ready to go.
He's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?"
So
normally he's ready to go.
So normally, like when I get pulled over, I have something I'm not supposed to have. So like, I'll sign the ticket. Like, let me get out of here. So he brings me the ticket to sign it, and he says I'm in possession of over an ounce. And I'm like, an ounce? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah, that jar right there. I go, dude, that's a fucking gram in there.
Don't even weigh the jar.
I go that's a gram in there. He goes, no. He goes, it's an ounce. I go, what are you talking? I go, call your sergeant. No, I told him straight up, call your sergeant right now. I'm not signing this ticket.
Yeah.
The sergeant comes down. You could tell he was a rookie. He looks at it. He tells him, this isn't even a gram because it's not an ounce. Right. And he makes him write me another ticket. Yeah. I'll sign it for a gram, but I'm not signing the ounce.
Yeah, because the fine.
At that time, the fine was way higher. Now it's a fix ticket.
Yeah, now it's a misdemeanor.
Yeah.
Now it's a re-roll it ticket.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, my boy, Eddie, like, you were in a time before this shit was, like, legal. I remember driving with weed in my car like it was a gun. I used to fucking hide it in my tire with like a certain motion to get it. But this shit all changed. I would say maybe, I don't know, my memory's fucked up. It has to be between 2000 and 2003, maybe 5, where like you would have to pay $120, go to like a little you would go with other people, you would fill out a form.
Well, when it first came out, it wasn't like you can go to a certain doctor to get it. I remember the homeboy from Long Beach.
There was other doctors. That's what I'm trying to get at.
His name was Ralph, and at that time, before the doctors were doing it, when you went to a weed convention, they were giving out the licenses in there.
Okay,
but it was like an arm and
shady,
a leg. No, it was still real. It was legit.
$500.
It was expensive. And the homie Ralph got one because he lived with his mom's, but like he had paper.
Well, they were smart. They were taking advantage. It's like this: if you want to do a drug and get away with it, you're gonna have to pay the court and the lawyer before they come. Mm-hmm. So it was $500, and boom, the state got their money, just like they would if they caught you with it.
Yeah, now they don't tax the patient like that no more. What they do is they tax the vendor. So, like, say if you're at this fucking spot where you're slanging bud, they're going to be like, all right, you're a vendor, we're going to charge you $5 to slang bud here.
Yeah, that's
you're going to make your money back.
But what I was trying to get at is I remember getting my weed license, and I only got it once because it was like car insurance to me. I was like, bitch, I don't crash. I don't get pulled over. I'm not going to need this thing. And it was actually in Bellflower. We went. There was weird-ass people there.
Like, L.A. County was like the first county to really distribute licenses out like that.
And they took us. We watched the movie. And then the doctor, that's the funniest shit. The doctor's like, so, Mr. Perez.
You remember that fucker's name?
No, I don't remember his name. It wasn't even Skype. It was real, dog.
When I did it, it was Skype.
No, like this shit was real, dog. Like we went, And this fool was like, "Why do you need to smoke marijuana? Do you like?" He was coaching.
Yeah.
Do you have anxiety? Do you have?
Yeah.
When I got it,
Hold on, I'm not done getting it.
Care about you.
And I was like, "Nah, fool. I'm sick of buying that shit in the alley." Cause I was kind of like, "Nah, I'm not gonna." Then he was like, "No. You need." I was like, "Well, I have." He was like, "Do you have any medical conditions?" I was like, "I have psoriasis." He was like, "Perfect." And I must have been like 23, 24. And the weird part, dog, was like there was fine ass chicks in there getting weed cards. I remember going back and not even getting the card, but just going to pick up on chicks. Like, "Hey, I got weed in the card." We don't even have to get the card.
See, for me, at that time I was dating somebody, so they
At that time?
At that time I was with somebody, and they would fucking flip out because this is before the license era. So if you wanted some good Kush, real good Kush, the OG, the Bubba, all that shit, you're literally paying 60 to 75 for an 8.
No, I remember that shit.
school.
Sour
Oh,
diesel.
Now fuck sour diesel. That shit was fire too, but like the OG Kush,
The
you
OJ
could-
Simpson.
you couldn't say no. Like, all right, 75, here you go.
Right.
And I remember being with chicks who were like, "You fucking asshole, we didn't even have groceries, and you just bought an 8 for $75. What the fuck's your problem?"
Yep.
Like, I lost out on relationships because of the weed price. And now, like, what's crazy is as the years went by, it dropped down a lot more. If you had a license,
Oh, it has to.
It's
There's
way
there's more. What do you think about it? There's
Well,
way more weed than ever, right?
Way more weed, way more strains. Now that we lab test them, we know the exact THC
potency.
value. We are learning now. We can pull genetics from a plant. Like I can learn and trace where it came from. Like that's how deep it's getting. When you look at my legal jars, you can scan that shit on your phone, and all my information is gonna come up.
Wow,
like
where you live.
it's gonna tell you exactly. not where I live, motherfucker.
Shit,
But all of that information pops up right here on the jar. It tells you THC level, cannabinoids. I mean, it gives you everything on here. But back in the day, when you're talking about medical cards, I got mine because I was a mom and I didn't want my kids to be taken from me. So I was scared.
Smart.
So I got my medical card. And then all of a sudden, when all the other moms heard, I became the weed mom. So when I would go to the clinic to buy these $75 eighths and these $50 chocolate bars, I'd come back going in there, like $900 and coming back with the whole fucking neighborhood of all the moms were getting all of their weed products through me, and they were willing to pay that shit. And that was when we first, not everybody could get those cards.
but not even that too. Like, it became so expensive to get a license that you would get the OC weekly, and there would be an ad, and it'd be like $40, $50
Yeah,
off
free
your
joint,
license.
new
Yeah.
customer.
How do you like trip out? Like now that they're like practically giving out fucking edibles and eggs, and they give out a bunch of shit for free. It's like
But you know what's
crazy to see
scary?
how the industry fucking transforms, right?
It's scary because now everybody thinks they're a cultivator, and everybody thinks that they're an extractor, and everybody thinks that they're a comedian. Everybody thinks that they're professional at what they do, and it's not everybody can grow. I may be in the business, but my ass can't be in that garden doing this shit. Like, fuck that. There's no way. I would never claim that I have a green thumb. I'll smoke your ass under the motherfucking table.
But you won't.
And I own that shit, but I don't grow. I have a team that does that are professionals, that's what they've been doing their whole motherfucking lives.
So you as a grower, does it like kind of irritate you when you see someone that's barely started, and then you look at their Instagram and it says, "I'm a grower"?
No, she said she's not a grower.
No,
I'm not, but I own
I'm
the
not her.
business,
I'm
but-
just saying other people.
But other people, it's annoying, because...
Like I dig it up out after it's already been grown.
But it's experience. It's real. It's the experience. It's the hustle. It's the door knocking. It's getting locked up. It's these stories that we talk about from back in the day. That's what
got
makes
locked
you...
up?
I did not, but I've been with a lot of men that were locked up, for the plant.
I'm
You
gonna
know what?
be
A lot
that
of girls
one.
that date me have said the same thing to me.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna be
I mean,
that
I wouldn't
one
say a lot of
person
guys, but...
to piss a lot of people off right now. But I worked, brace yourself. So I worked at a handful of dispensaries, dude. A handful.
No, they just said
I worked
dispense
at-
a lot of you.
Pomona, and fucking.
It was just fools got a handful of her titties.
Compton, Anaheim.
So what about these dispensaries?
And I'm
Those are
telling
black
you that I
market?
worked at a handful of dispensaries. Like, okay, like you guys see, I don't smoke weed now. I used to smoke weed when I was in high school. But it's like, you know how it is back in the day, weed isn't like how it is now. That shit's fucking insane. Before it was like,
it's way more
you
potent.
can smoke a whole joint. You can smoke a whole joint. Let's see. Well, I was like 15, so like 15 years ago. Shit wasn't that strong as it is now. They got all kinds of fucking shit. Anyways,
Titties weren't that big back in either.
Fast forward to now is like, I don't smoke weed now because it's just like physically, I can't handle it. But, you know, I fucking work
But you'll give lap dances physically.
Oh my God.
That's not, dance. How are you going to compare
a dance
dancing to fucking yes?
Because on the joint,
Inducing
you actually hit
fucking
it and enjoy it.
marijuana.
Not.
Wait. Are you saying that no one enjoys my dances?
No.
Speak for
What
us.
I
You
was
ain't
saying.
never dance for me, bro.
No, I didn't say
No,
that.
not only that, it's like you got to understand. As a person that grew up in the ghetto, I went from spending about $300 to $400 a month on weed to George being sponsored. I don't even have to pay for weed no
That's
more.
right. Damn.
That's what I was saying.
No,
Celebrity.
can
I was talking about me working at
Celebrity
dispensaries.
status.
Is I was that fucking asshole. Well, the owners were.
So
where
you
they would
didn't
just
smoke?
hire girls for their looks.
Yeah.
And a lot of people know this. And they just fucking hire you for what you fucking look like.
And some of them were dumb as fuck.
And I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I haven't tried none of these motherfuckers, bro. And the guys will come in there like, so which one's the bomb? I'm like, the most expensive one. This one, babe. It's the bomb.
That's
like,
what make
I took one.
that's what make it would hard for us to
fucking
survive.
blown. But you know what? But I'm gonna tell you this. Though. It wasn't full bullshit because I went based off of what other customers who actually smoked all the shit. I went based off of what they said. I didn't just go randomly like, oh, let me pick one and try to sell it. But the actual consumers would tell me, this is good. This is what does this to me. This is what does this to me. And I'm like, damn, these guys must be experts because a lot of them had a lot of fucking opinions in common. Like, they all had the same thing to say about almost every strain.
That's what I was trying to tell George. That's why it's hard for us women that are in the industry, that are entrepreneurs and that are business owners, for us to be taken seriously, because that's how our industry started, is by, you know, people wearing pasties and acting dumb behind the counter. Oh,
hey, and I'm sorry to tell you,
and that's
but
how
you want to know why the reason why we're here, baby girl? Because sex sells.
Well, no, it does.
You're a
but
girl.
I'm just saying,
I'm a girl. Sex sells, baby girl.
No,
and
no,
you know, because you know what? At the end of the
course it
day,
does.
they don't give a fuck about what you know. They don't care.
And that's the
They'll
sad
still
part.
buy it from
Yeah,
us.
but
It
like-
is.
Hey,
It is.
I've been there.
But it's the fucking facts.
I've been there.
No, and that's
it's
and that's
both
why I'm
facts.
saying no. It's whole facts, and that's how our industry started, and that's why I'm saying girls in the pasties, and now it's hard.
Comedy started at strip clubs.
Right.
Dude, I've been
And
there.
bud tenders are mainly what?
Females.
Females. Females. And like I
Mostly.
said, it's not, of course, obviously I didn't try them all firsthand. Like I said, I'm telling you straight up. But I did go based off of what other people said,
You did
other
your
consumers.
research.
I did my fucking research, and I said, hey, I wouldn't say like once in a while, because they will ask me like, did you try it? And once in a while I'd be like, yeah.
You're a
But really
salesman,
I'd be
though.
like,
Right.
you know, exactly. And salesmen are bullshit. But I would tell them, look,
It's
and I
true.
would not every time. Sometimes I would be like, you know what? I didn't try it myself, but I've had a handful of people that said that shit was fucking dank. But usually they don't give a fuck about what other. They want to know what you homegirl behind the fucking desk with fucking big titties and a big fucking smile. They want to listen to you. They don't want to listen to the other stoner assholes that come to the door.
Amen.
And that's why I'm saying, at the end of the day, you may think that from your point of view that, oh, you know, it makes us look bad, but you know what? A lot
No,
of the
it doesn't
guys,
make us
I
they
didn't say
do.
making us look bad.
They care
That's how it
about
started.
fucking. They listen to
No.
people.
I'll go after you, George.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it doesn't make nobody look bad, but
bad.
at the end of the day, it's people that grow the real expensive weed. They're not getting the money.
Well, I'm not fucking selling gorilla.
I know you're not.
Well-
but hold on. Let me jump in though. But you know who I was? I was the fool that was dating girls like you.
That worked there.
You worked there? Give me some
Get
bud.
the free weed.
Yeah.
To get the
Come
free
through.
weed.
Ah.
Yeah, get the free weed.
Right.
Come
What's
through.
up, SideDick?
Not even that. It's just
Hey. But why?
Like-
Because sex sells, not because of the
Of course,
weed, right?
no, sex and weed sex.
I've been
it
selling
sells
pussy
together.
since 2005, so that's not gonna affect. That's not gonna affect me.
It kind of was.
So when I walk in there and some chicks like, "Oh, you should smoke this," and I've got kicked out of clubs because of this, I'd be like, "Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you think I should smoke. Give me that OG Bubba Kush right there,
Yep.
and that's
All
it."
right.
Yep.
Then I'll give you my
Yep.
opinion. What up? Then I'll give you what I've been there.
Yep.
Where I go to a couple
Yep.
clinics, and guess which clinic I return to? The one with the fine bitches.
Yep.
And guess what I asked them? All these strains, which one do you want? I literally look, I'm like, what do you recommend? I know Will does the same shit. Will goes to the same clinic
Thank
because this
you.
fool's trying to get at the
Well,
same
you know
shit.
what?
You know your shit. You know your shit. You gotta listen to us.
See,
You go because
they-
you want to see a fucking big fucking
No,
son, a
they
big
do.
fucking ass.
It goes
That's
both ways. A guy like me, I go in there and I'm like, no, that fine ass chick is gonna play me. Let me. Oh, nerdy bitch. Hi.
But no, now I'm saying that's erased now
Yeah.
because of this. Because of
Now they
this.
show the levels of everything.
Yeah, now that they show the levels on it, it's erased it
But
because
it's
that
not
was the
gonna
beginning.
erase the bitches for the
No, it
marriage.
never
Hey,
will.
Miss
It
Traveling
goes,
High.
it goes hand
That's
in hand.
always gonna be there,
Yeah.
bro.
They're always there.
niggas
They're
like
always there.
fucking
Hey,
these fools
They're
who
always there.
take your titties off tomorrow and see if I text you.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You ain't gonna fucking hit me up if I take out my fucking titties. They go there for the fucking titties.
They go for everything. They go for
For
everything.
everything. It's all in one.
course,
All of it.
But at the end of the day, like X said, if you're a real fucking smoker, you know what's
What you
what.
want
And you're not
smoke?
gonna just
That's
listen
it.
to some random
No.
person, no matter what they look like or no matter where they work at. You know what you're gonna fucking buy.
No, yeah, I've had a chick. She go, "This is the best sativa we have in the clinic." I go, "Well, then you need a saliva out the fuck my face because I want some fucking indica, bitch. That's what I want."
Yeah.
I remember being that dumbass that would tip
Oh, I never tip.
the weed chicks like it was
Never.
gonna give me something. I'm like, hey, here's the little 20 for you and shit. They'd be like, okay, dumbass. So, Miss Traveling High, where can all my fans follow you? Because, yo, fellas, this shit right here is fire, dog.
We
Like,
love our product.
you're higher than the fleas on a giraffe's shoulder.
Thank you. I
Where-
take that as
where
a compliment.
No, come on, girl. You
So
always come with the fire.
Thank you. So our legal flowers, Pearl Pharma, on Instagram, they can find us at Pearl_Pharma to find the flowers that you've been smoking all night, that double cup. And then Traveling High Concentrates, you can follow me at Miss Traveling High with 2 L's.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
It'll be on my Instagram and all that stuff. I don't have no shows coming up. But I'm doing the podcast for you guys. I love all you fuckers, whether you hate on me or you don't. Let's keep this shit going. New shit coming. We're going to give you the SideDick rant.
And now it's time for another ranting with SideDick Eddie. You fucking whores are on quarantine right now. I'm starting to see a different side of you that I've never seen in my life. This chick sent me a video. She said, "My kid told me, fuck you." I said, "It's all good. I'm going to go over there and do coke with you. But if I come do coke with you, don't hit me up the next morning. I'm sleeping till 4 p.m. If I wake up at 4 and hit you up and say, hey, hope you had a good night, respond back. But if I don't, that means your kids woke us up and I had to go home earlier than I wanted to. Fuck your kids. I'm not giving you my Disney Plus. No handcuffs. No ESPN. Fuck that shit. We ain't friends. P. Diddy, I be missing you, but I won't be kissing you. SideDick rant, I'm out.
Right? I'll just be dissing you. Jay, Diane, show these motherfuckers. Where can all my fans follow you? You've been here before. Both
I've
of you.
been here before, man, and a lot of your your people already been hitting me up, dude. I was here. The last time I was here was August, and I'm still getting motherfuckers in my DMs like, dude, I fucking heard you on the podcast. I'm like, yeah, sure. Goddamn, that was last summer, bro. I did. And by popular demand, because they were like, when are you gonna go back?
You've been lagging though.
I've been lagging. You know me. I've been here. But I'm here now. Anywho, J dot, what is it? Fuck, J dot _ Diane. Follow me. You know, all I really do is post a bunch of stupid ass memes and shit, videos. Once in a while, some titties. Sorry, I don't work for Pornhub. A lot of the followers were mad. They were like, I thought you were a fucking stripper. Show some fucking ass, some titties, or I'm gonna unfollow you. I'm like, look, dude, I'm retired, motherfucker. I'm like, if you guys want to see some shit, man, you're gonna have to, I don't know, fucking, yeah, Cash App. Maybe I'll send you a Snapchat, maybe. But a lot of these fools, man, I'm telling you, a lot of the guys, because the last time I was here, I told a bunch of stripper stories. And I guess they.
About sucking dick a lot.
Oh, because I love to suck dick, bro. But what I'm saying is, man, a lot of them followed me and they got the wrong. They thought they were gonna see the bitches usually bring her from TJ's. I'm like, I'm retired, dog.
Hey, don't she remind you of the hyena from Lion King?
I'm not high. I'm not high, bitch.
SideDick 80 training.
But, yeah, you can follow me at j._ Diane. I will follow you back. Thanks for tuning in. George, Eddie,
mad love.
X, Traveling High was a pleasure with you guys, man.
X to the G.
What's up? I ain't got no shows, but if you're trying to find out how this coronavirus is fake, check out Tinfoil. Look at George's face. He's like, shut up, fool.
Dr. Holst doesn't even think it's fake.
No. It's like, yo, this is George Perez Stories, episode 159, 420, special edition. Look, everybody here tonight, man, we all cleaned ourselves, took the proper precautions. We're not trying to disrespect nobody saying that, like, we're close. But you know what? We're close people, and this is what we do. Yo, America, stay strong, stay smart, do what you believe. If you don't want to wear a mask, don't wear one. But don't get mad at someone for wearing one. Facts. At the end of the day, you've worn condoms on chicks that you know you shouldn't have. So just wear a fucking mask. Be safe, eh? Stay alive. And if the mask don't work, don't trip. I got 4 kids and I pay child support and I've always worn a condom. That being said, take a shower. Brown power. Ladies.